Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Rock is a Lady's Modesty, episode number 6 reaction. So the previous episode we went to that thing. I forgot what that was called. That little festival thing that we had, where both Otoha and Lilisa you know like played their instruments. Elisa was on bass and Otoha obviously was on drums. A little bit of a conflict happened where a certain person tried to rile everyone up and acted as if they were better than the others because like of a lot of other different reasons. Like they had like a whole history together, those two guys that were beefing with each other. But what triggered Otoha and Lilisa was the fact that he said something along the lines of like, "Oh, you don't even have vocals. Like who's gonna listen to you? It's gonna be the most boring crap ever." And yeah, that triggered them, and they showed them, and they started going in such a fast-paced way that everyone like got swept into it, and they had to keep up if they wanted to make the show a success. And in the end, yeah, they were able to give them a great performance. And obviously in the audience was Alice. She saw this and she went to talk to her sister, and later on saw her sister flipping out on that guy in backstage. And like when confronting her sister, she was like, "Oh, don't tell mother." And like Alice appreciated this, honesty, like the honesty, the real self that she showed her over here. She appreciated this, and now she has a lot better impression of Lilisa. So yeah, that's what happened. Also, during the episode, we did see a little bit of a glimpse of one of the characters who's going to come later. The blue-haired girl. I think she was on the piano. Oh, sorry, not piano, keyboard. So yeah, I'm guessing we're going to see her later. Anyways, let's see what happens in this episode. Let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it whichever is your preference, and let's get started. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Hmm. Her hair is crazy. Every time I see it. Oh, nice. Yes. Tell me. Yep. Yeah. This is just so. The way they talk to each other is just. Oh boy. Oh, we're back to the. Okay. Hmm. No, that'll happen. Surely. Oh, anytime. I feel like. Oh. Yeah, you. Wow. Ye- uh, but I think they'll be they'll be they'll appreciate it, I think. Oh, there she is, the blue haired girl, right? Yep. Damn, from there? That's crazy. I thought they should at least get on the platform. Right. She's quite tall as well, you can see. Hey yo, calm down. Damn. Well, she got transferred. Magnanimous. Tina. Okay. This is the founder of. Ah. Okay. You know what? This cat is kind of like a lot of the things that are happening. The cat is kind of orchestrating that. You can see that. The cat is the mastermind in this show. Oh my god. Hello? I'm. Oh no. Right. Oh my god. um. Okay. Yukari Fuji. Wait. Oh. Well, that's good. She wants to become noble maiden. Well, that's what. Okay. Who? Tea party. She sticks out like a sore thumb because of her hair. What traditions of yore? Yeah. I just realized the emblems, the colors, I think represent which uh, year they are in. Oh, I think that girl will be here. Wait. Oh, okay. Never mind. Hmm. So these are like third years. I'm assuming they have red badges. Yeah. Oh, here we go. There she is. What was her name? Tina, right? Or no? Wait. Oh, she's vice president. Um, about that. Uh, right. What? No, I think nah, she's. It's not a handshake. I think she's going to. Okay, never mind. It is a handshake. Um, she saw her in the. Yeah, right. She saw her over there. Whoa! What in? Damn, otherworldly skills. Damn. Yeah. Right. Hmm. Right. Otto. Yeah. All right. Wait. Oh, here we go. She, that girl. Wait, so she plays the bass? Did I see wrong? Mix hall. Oh, wait. Okay, so that the white-haired girl is also going to. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. That must be her, right? Her name Shiro. She has white hair. She's a bassist, as far as I can remember. That's tricky. Oh no. Oh boy. Yeah, she was waiting for them to. Right. I know that's a violin, a special edition one. It looks different. Yeah, in that concert. Mm. Right. Mix hall. Okay. But right. Okay, there she's the bassist. Wait, she plays the guitar? I thought she was a bassist. I guess like they can interchange guitar and bass, like you know. Right. 2 years. Tamaki Shiraya. Oh. Hmm. Right. Oh boy. Nah, she wants to play. It's fine. Did you hear what she was saying? I don't think. Whoa. What the hell? Yeah, she has social anxiety? Yeah. Okay, right. That is crazy. Why is it so dirty? What the hell? She's so tall. Well, I would not have guessed that. Yeah. Maybe that's because it's in front of the camera. Right. But doesn't that mean she is able to? Oh, yeah. She puts on a mask, you could say. Like, it's not her, but she. Yeah, she acts like someone. Oh my god. Hmm. Yeah, so she puts on a play that helps her gain confidence. Hmm. Kind of rock that I aspire to. Damn. Conditions? Oh my god. Yeah. Bruh. Mm. Wow. Damn. Well, negotiations failed. Who is this? She's one of her bandmates? Support? Oh, oh no. The one she doesn't. Okay. Oh, that's why she was here. Hmm. Mm. Yeah. Right. Mm. Yeah. Like that's the. There you go. It'll probably be like classic music or something she plays. Mm. Oh, she's a vocalist. Okay. Yeah, she's really plays classical music. Oh, so she cannot even play that properly. I was thinking she probably plays. Oh no. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hey, where the hell did the banana peel? Yeah. It doesn't hurt. Okay. What in the right. Okay. Wait, what? Right. Um can you get up? Oh, great. Fantastic. This is. Yeah, what timing is this? Bruh. Damn. Oh, she wants to play the keyboard. Mm, right. Yeah. Damn, I just realized her eyes. She has a gun. Oh boy. Hmm. So she's the only person who is not in this school. Right. The support member. Oh, wait. So she will still play the guitar, at least for now, I'm assuming. Wait, so wait, just a minute. I'm guessing she'll probably switch to bass later on, maybe? Like, or maybe wait, let me see. She is playing the bass, right? In the opening and the ending? Yeah, that's a bass, right? Yeah, that's a bass. That's not a guitar. So she will switch later. Yeah, that's a bass. I think so. Wait a minute. Okay. All right, and there you go. That was today's episode. So, wow, I wasn't expecting to get both bandmates in the same episode. you know, that was kind of. I don't know. I just thought like it'll be like, oh, I will get one person, and then maybe 1 or 2 episodes later we'll get another person. But right, we got both of them. But currently, it doesn't seem like. What was her name? I forgot her name. Tamaki, right? Shi- Shiraha. Shiraha Tamaki, I think, something like that. Uh, like you know what? If I forget her name, I just call her Shiro because that's what she called her. Like that's I'm assuming that's her nickname, and it's way easier to remember because Shiro literally means white. So with her hair and like her eyebrows and everything, it's easier to remember. And yeah, but like I wasn't expecting like now we don't really know. She'd still. I'm guessing she'll probably be like a backup member for now, as they said, like a backup bandmate. I think that's how she introduced, right? Just a minute. Okay, Shira Tamaki. Um, wait a minute. Hmm. Second year student from Ocean Academy sister school, Kuroyuri Academy. Tamaki Shiraya. Wow. So Kuroyuri Academy. That is that literally means black lily, right? Kuroyuri. Like it's like completely like the opposite. Okay. Shiraya Tamaki. So she will be here as a. What was the term they used? I'm trying to find that out. Just a minute. Um, to be honest, support member. Okay, that's the term she used. Support member, not backup member. Sorry, support member. So I'm not really sure what that means. I'm assuming she will be there. Uh, I generally don't know what that means. Like, what would like will she be there in the background or will she also participate with us? That's my question. Like, yeah, I can see two people playing guitar, like, but that I don't know. Doesn't that happen only when you have a bassist with you? Because obviously in K-On, as far as I can remember, we got all the like main members. Like we had Yui, like Mio, Ritsu, Mugi, all of them. Like they were like we had bassist, we had a guitarist, we had a keyboardist, and we had the drums. And then when we got Azusa, she played the guitar with us as well. So we had two guitarists. One as like a support guitarist. But that's what I'm saying. Like doesn't that only happen when we already have a bassist, or is it possible for a band to have two guitarists, one keyboard on keyboards and one on drums, like no bass at all but two guitars? Yeah, you know what? I think, yeah, I think we do have those type of bands as well, right? Um, yeah, like there's three like three member band as well. Like a guitar, drums, and what else? Like and bass, I think maybe or piano. Yeah, I guess like it depends. It depends. Like yeah. All right. So you know what? Let's wait and see because I'm curious as to see whether she will be participating with us or will she be there in the background. You know. But yeah, I feel like she will be participating with us. For now, she'll probably be playing the guitar along with Otoha. Not Otoha, sorry, god damn it, Lilisa. But later on, she'll probably switch to a bass because I don't know. That's what the opening shows, or at least that's what I think it shows. Again, I'm not really sure if that's a bass or a guitar. It looks like a bass that she's playing, in the opening and the ending, and even her finger movements. That's how Yeah, but like instruments, I know like the bare minimum about them, so I cannot really surely say whether that's a bit guitar. That's definitely a bass. Like I'm pretty sure that's a bass. So yeah, she'll probably switch later on. Either way, for now, I think she'll be playing guitar along with us, along with Lisa, and we'll probably have like a moment where like we'll have like a little clash between Lisa and Shiro, and then in the end, I guess like maybe Lisa will come on top, and then she'll she'll agree to switch to a bass or something. I don't know. We'll see. Um, right. Anyways, so yeah, that was what happened today. So two characters in the same episode. We have Tina. I think that was her name, and we have Shiro. These two. Tina is not really accustomed in play. Like, yeah, she plays the piano. They didn't really let us hear her playing the piano, but from what we could understand from Lilisa's description, yeah, she's pretty basic, and it probably doesn't fit with the type of songs that they make, like rock songs. Like that, the piano that you play for that or the keyboard that you play for that will be heavily different from the piano that is taught to you for a more like a classical setting. And I'm assuming she is accustomed to playing piano, like classical music and piano or something. Not only that, as Lisa said, she cannot really play properly. Like, it's okay, it's possible, but that's it. Even if if it's classical music, if she played it really amazingly, I feel like Lisa would have mentioned that. But she said like, oh, it's a bit, yeah, okay, mediocre. That's how she mentioned it. So whatever she's playing, even that she cannot play properly. So it's a bit of a tricky situation here. But I'm sure she can like with more practice she can get used to it, and she can, yeah. But but the problem is, as we get to know in the end, like we have like 2 weeks to get ready or something. Within that amount of time, we need like, yeah, we need Tina to get accustomed to playing the keyboard in a rock, you know in a rock setting, like, yeah, like fast paced, like like keyboard, I think, like, I don't know, something like that. Right. But you know what, the good thing is, at least she knows how to play. Now we can maybe fine tune it little by little. But yeah, we don't really have that time. Yeah, right. Hmm. Okay. You know what's funny? Like they said, like they had like 2 weeks or something, and I'm like, yeah, it's a bit difficult to like get that good in 2 weeks. But then I kind of remember K-On! Where Yui was a genius. If you remember, if you've seen K-On!, Yui was a genius. Like even her bandmates mentioned a lot of the times that she picks up things so damn quickly, and it's like inhuman. Like I remember she like played the guitar for like 1 day or something, and then like in a week she was like playing it like a pro. And I'm like, bro, what the hell is this? Is this some anime superpower in works? But no, that's just her. She was like some kind of a genius in playing guitar, and she herself didn't know about it. I was unclueless about it completely. But yeah, like I don't think something like that is going to happen, because here we have 2 weeks, and we have to make Tina into someone who plays the keyboard from okay to very good. Otherwise, she will not be able to keep up with the way Otoha, Lilisa, and now we have the other girl, Shira. Well, God, I forgot her name, Shiro. How they play. Like you have to keep up with them, right? Like, and these three, I doubt they will slow down, because they're gonna go full throttle. I feel like as we have seen. So she not only has to get used to it, but she has to like kind of keep the pace along with them and play it on the same tempo as they play. That'd be a pretty big feat. Like and we have 2 weeks. Like if we had like 1 month or something, yeah, I think it would have been doable. 2 weeks, crazy. Yeah, well, like we'll have to see how this goes. Right. And like I said, obviously we have a little bit of a like a clash between Shiro and Lily Star as well, and I'm assuming both of them are going to be playing the guitar, and it'll probably be like a little bit of a clash between two, and who ends up being the one overpowering the other. There'll be something like that, or who knows what it'll be. We'll have to wait and see. Right. Okay. Now, or you know what? This might also, like, I'm just assuming that both, like, this is going to, the status quo will be maintained up until the day when we go to the like concert and we play. Maybe the status quo will be broken before that. Like it could easily be something like this. Just you know, like think about it. Maybe now that they have introduced each other, maybe in the next episode we'll have like a little bit of a like a clash, like a showdown between um Lily and Shiro, and then maybe like we're going to see who triumphs over whom, and then she'll join our band officially. Maybe she'll take up the bass or something. I don't know. Like it could easily go like that. And in the real concert, in the actual concert that we're going to play in, everything will be perfect. We'll have like a proper band. Everything will be, yeah. Maybe that is how it's going to go. Who knows? You know what? Let's wait and see. Next episode will probably give us our answers. Right. Okay. Right, now that was today's episode. Now, new people to talk about here. Obviously, not Lily, sorry, Tina. And Tina is a type of person who you can see, like, she seems like very princely, very charming, very confident, and yeah, she's just like everyone is like going crazy about her and everything. And later down the line, as we see, she says she doesn't have confidence. She talks to her little plushie, and I'm guessing that's how she tries to lower her social anxiety by acting as if someone else is speaking, not her. I know a few anime characters like this who has like a little plushie with them, and since they're socially a little bit awkward, they don't talk themselves. They let the plushie talk for them. There was another show like this. I forgot what it was. There was this little girl who used a plushie to talk. I think it was called like when battle becomes every. I forgot the name, but it was an interesting show about like a few characters who had like some superpowers, like some Esper abilities. It's a pretty old show. Not old, but pretty, yeah. Anyways, I went on a tangent. But yeah, she's basically that type of a character, and which is a surprise here, obviously, because Lily was like, what the hell? Like she was just so confident in front of everyone. And even I had the question. I'm like, okay, if you're socially awkward, how can you do the stuff that you were doing up until now? Like, she was so confident and everything. Not only that, she, as they mentioned, she has like obviously in the cosmetic, like like the brand that her parents have, she acts as a model over there. How is she able to do that? So from what she said, and at the end I could understand, it is because she plays a different role. Like she's not herself when she does all of that. She thinks of her as someone else and plays like as if you're acting, like on the stage, like a lot of actors, they, even though they maybe are a little bit socially awkward maybe, and stuff, on the stage they completely change. They have this like, and it's like a very striking like change, and you were like, damn, like this person acts like this, and then when you see that person in like some interview or something, he cannot like properly like express themselves. He's socially awkward. How the hell does that works? Yeah, you because you are playing someone else. You are not yourself. That's why it's easy to it's like a thing, and it's pretty interesting because like as if you become someone else, like a split personality. So since she does the same, she is able to act that confidently because she puts on a mask and she plays a different person's role. She plays a role of someone that people expect her to be. Like as we saw, like people were like, "Oh, look at her. She's, like she's this, she's that. She has some handsome, so much handsome features. She's so tall. Like she must be like this." And what people expect of her, she plays that role. So when she's playing that role, she's becoming someone else. But deep down inside, originally she is socially awkward and she's not confident, she doesn't know what to do, you know, so that kind of thing. And that is why she comes to Liz and she says that when I'm acting as someone else, everything is okay, but I want myself to have an original personality and something that is similar to yours, as we saw. And this is kind of interesting because you could see that her and Lisa's situation is actually completely the opposite. Like, she is acting someone as confident and like outgoing, confident, but in deep down inside she's socially awkward, or she's very like a little bit inside the shell, while Lilisa is acting a more calmer version of herself outside, while deep down inside she's this crazy person who goes crazy while playing rock music. And yeah, so it's kind of the opposite. And I guess that is the contrast, that contrast it is what makes her think that, oh, Lisa will be able to help me, because originally she's like this. So that is exactly what I want to become, so yeah, that'll be perfect. Right. Anyways, so there you go, that was Tina. And right. And then the next character, the other character that we saw today at the very end, uh, Tamaki Shiraya, or Shiro, I'm just going to call her Shiro. She is a very good guitarist. As you can see, she's very famous as well. She's very, yeah. And like a lot of like legendary band, like came to scout her. She like rejected all of them, and she wants Otoha to play in the same, like in the same band as her. And she's like, oh damn, you became better. I want to scout you, like, and yeah. Now, obviously, she said like, oh, like Lilisa, yeah, like you have to like sack her off. Like I'll join your, and then I'll join your band. And Oto was like, no, obviously not. And the fact that he said that makes me, confirm this again, that you have no, you have no vision for true talent. You don't know what you're talking about. Now, I have to say this is that the fact that she said that, oh, Otoha, your like playing has gotten better, and then immediately rejected like Lilisa, kind of shows that, yeah, she really does have no clue what the hell is going on. Because if you think about it, you could say that Otoha's playing getting better, a lot of it is probably because of Lilisa, because she plays along with her. If you've seen multiple times, Otoha has mentioned that, oh, after you came in, things changed so much. Like she gained more, I guess you could say, hope for the future. And because up until now, as she said, she was just there stuck in that room, just drumming about on her own. And yeah, Lilisa coming in made her change in a lot of ways. For example, Lilisa's the one who took the proactive, um, like she was the one who said that, oh, let's go to Fuji Rock. No, she's the one who talked about going to the bringing in more bandmates. She's also the one who talked about going to this little festival that we went and play over there, right? She was the one, right? I think so. Yeah, like a lot of the things, it is Lilisa who like instigates it, and Otoha is happy to go along with that. You know, so if she was by her lonesome, she probably would never have done any of this. You know, and because she's doing all of this and she's enjoying, you could say a lot of the reason why her playing has gotten better is probably indirectly because of Lilisa. And the fact that Shiro just came in and was like, yeah, your drumming has gotten better. Yeah, but Lilisa, she doesn't know what rock is. It's probably something pretty obnoxious, you could say. Like, oh, you have no idea what the hell you're talking about. You just came in out of nowhere, and you're talking about this stuff like that. Yeah, but obviously, I'm sure little by little she'll realize how talented Lily is and where she shines. Probably the same way that Otoha also realized. Because she enjoyed playing with her, and that is why she made her bandmate. So maybe in this little session that we'll have probably in the future, Shiro will also realize that and acknowledge, Lily-san, something like that. Right. But anyways, Yeah, for now at least, yeah, she's not really happy because Otoha was like, no, you have no idea what the hell you're talking about. Right. Um. Oh, another thing, the pick. So she was the one who gave that guitar pick to Otoha. Now, I think in the very first episode, I said something along the lines of like, oh, maybe it'll be revealed later on that Lisa, like, like was the one who gave Otoha like the pick when she, maybe they were like kids or something, and maybe that motivated her to play drums or something. I thought it would be something like that because a lot of the animes have a certain setting like this, like two people become good friends, and later on they realize they have a like a more like far back down the memory lane. They have some other connection which they forgot about, and something like that. It's like a very common setting you'll see in a lot of animes. So I thought it would be something like that. It turns out no. It's pretty simple. That guitar pick was given to um, her by Shiro, and she told her that like pass this down to someone who is worthy of it. And now she doesn't, or like approve of Lisa. So the fact that Ota gave her the pick, I think she's pretty pissed about it. But yeah, you know what? She's here at least, so she's at least ready to give her a chance and see how she actually plays. And yeah, we'll see. Okay. And there you go. That was today's episode basically. Oh, a few other things happened, like Lilisa got invited to the student council. That part. Um, we got to know that Tina is actually the vice president. Um, we also made another character. This girl, this vocalist girl, who, yeah, I guess she'll be like a on and off character who'll come now and then, maybe, I don't know. Right. And what else? Right, I think that was it. Yeah, that was it. All right, there you go. And that was today's episode. Really good episode. Like I said, it did take me by surprise because I wasn't expecting both the characters to suddenly just pop out of nowhere. I thought it would be like one after the other with one or two episodes like gap in between. But nope, we are already full packed. But it will take time for at least, I don't know, like I think Shiro to accept Lilisa. It can be in the next episode that we come to a conclusion to that, or maybe it'll take time. We'll see. Right. There you go. And that was my overall impression. Now let me talk about this episode scene by scene. In the very first scene, you can see Lilisa has woken up, a beautiful day. Alice hasn't told their mother, and Alice told Lilisa about letting her know when she does a concert again. So yeah, that's all well and good over there. Then Lilisa comes to school. There's a little cat. Oh, also I forgot to mention this. This cat is the one who is like she's like doing so many things. Like the whole thing with Alice. Now, like because of the cat, we were able to meet this girl, or this girl was able to meet Tina was able to meet Lilisa again, bump into her again. So the cat is like a guiding light for them. In video games we have the quest marker. The cat is literally the quest marker. She just directs us to the direction where we should go. Oh my god. Right, so the cat was there stuck on the tree, and Lisa was like, oh, let me just go and jump and get the cat. But then she realized that, oh no, like if I do that, people will be shocked. And I'm like, come on, you saw how people acted before. They'll be fine with it. Completely. But yeah, before she could say anything or think about anything, we had Tina come in and save the cat, and everyone's like freaking out, and they're like, oh my god, the prince is here. And Lisa has no idea who she is, so she asks the question, and everyone tells her. She's like, oh, you don't know who this is? This person is this? She's amazing. Her family has a cosmetic brand. She does the modeling for this and that, and then and then Lily like grabs her, not Lily, sorry, Tina like grabs her chin, and she's like, oh, you're here. Like I found you finally. Lilisa gets embarrassed and she just leaves. And then we have the invitation for her for the student council. So she goes to the student council and she's like, yeah, finally, like my first step towards becoming a noble maiden. And she's like doing like normal Ojo-sama stuff, like sitting down. Then she talks to the student council president. She introduces herself again. Everything was going well. But then Tina comes in, and she's like, "What the hell? You are the vice president?" Right. And So wait. So that means after this student council president, I forgot her name. After she graduates, Tina will be the student council president. Ah, yeah, okay. Or maybe that's not, no, I guess that's not how it works. We'll probably have elections and stuff. Yeah, I don't know how it will work. It'll probably be elections because, yeah, not. Usually there is a high possibility of the vice president becoming the student council president, but not necessarily all the time that happens. Like, if in an election, like maybe someone is able to, yeah, like, you know what, I don't know how it works over here. Maybe there will be elections. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Anyways, so after that, Tina apologizes. She's like, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have acted like that. Right. And then they like do a little bit of a handshake and she's like, okay, like everything is okay. Right. And then she goes back to Otoha. Otoha's playing the drums. She has a lot of like music sheets all over the place. And she keeps calling her Lily. And she's like, what the hell? That's just a little name that we made up. Don't call me that. And she's like, come on, it's like a little nickname that bandmates give us. Okay, so then in their band social media, like the temporary band that they made, that social media, I forgot what they called it. Shiro contacts her. So immediately she's like, okay, I need to leave. So she goes there and Lisa's like, okay, let me practice myself. And I guess you could say because Otoha left along with that the bodyguard that she always has with her. That is why like Tina was able to get in, because if the bodyguard was there, she wouldn't let her in. Somehow she probably would have thwarted her advances. So the fact that she left and like that is the time when Tina came in. That was why she was able to come in the first place. But anyways, Tina comes in, and at first Lisa was like very afraid. She's like, "Oh my God, this is all over! Like she's going to report us now." But then she's like, "Oh, can you let me join your band?" And Lisa's like, "What?" Okay, and then we meet Shiro. So Shiro talks to Otoha. Shiro's like, "Oh, like want to join a band with make a band with me?" And then we're back to Lilisa again, where Tina is like, oh, can I join your band? And this is where Lilisa realizes that Tina has social anxiety. Like she's like acting in a very different way. Like tears are like welling up in her eyes. She's going to the corner and talking to her doll. And I don't know why her doll is so damn dirty. Like what the hell? Like what what? You don't what? Like what's going on? Anyways, so yeah. She comes and then she's like, yeah, can I join your band? She's using like the doll to speak on behalf of her. And Lilisa, obviously, the biggest question that Lilisa has, she's like, what? Like, why are you talking like this? Like, what's going on? And she's like, yeah, because I have social anxiety. I cannot, I'm very shy. I cannot really talk properly. Obviously, the biggest question, then how are you able to keep continuing, like, this confident way of like speaking to everyone? Literally people call you the prince, and you also model. So how does that work if you have social anxiety? So she explains how she's not really herself at that point. She's acting a role. She's acting what others expect her to be. That's not her. She's acting what others expect of her. That is why she can do it, because on stage she is not her. She's someone else, so she can probably act like that. But originally, if you talk to her, as a person, not to her mask in front that she brought growing up, she is very anxious. She's very shy. She cannot talk properly. She doesn't have a, I guess you could say, personality of her own. So that is why she was like, when I saw that day, I was like, coming from my shooting. When I went there and saw you over there on stage, like being your true self, I was like, yeah, I want to sparkle like this. I want to become someone like, I want to have a personality like you have a personality. Like I want to have something for myself, not something that I keep acting for others, my own self. And best way to do that is, she's like, yeah, I want to join the band because, like seeing you show that much vibrant personality, I want the same thing. So that's her her whole thing, her proposition. Now then we're back to Shiro and Otto again. Shiro then says like, oh, you can join, like, I want to join your band, but you have to, take out the girl that is the bandmate that you have. So that is why Otto's like, oh no, you have no idea what the hell you're talking about. Like, as always, you have no eye for looking at talent. And then she's like, no, I'm not going to, ditch her. Like, she is the reason why I've started enjoying myself. So no. Anyways, in the end, and while all of this is happening, the whole peanut gallery is just there, just looking at what the hell is going on. Either way, this is where she's like, okay, like she's like, she's going to play in the house, in the live house, and she's like, come and watch me play, you'll change your mind. And Ota's like, sure, I will watch you play, but I'll probably not change my mind. In the end, they go in, she looks at her performance, and you can see that she plays pretty well. Okay, you know what? I'm not really sure if she is going to be the bassist or not, because, like, like I said, I don't really have that much knowledge about musical instruments, but looking at the opening and the ending, I think she's holding a bass. You know what? Let me know if in the opening and the ending, is that a bass that she's holding? Because now I'm thinking maybe she'll just join as a support guitarist or something. You know what? Let's wait and see. But then again, like I said, is it possible to have like two guitarists but no one in the bass? Yeah, maybe. Like I said, the different like bands have like different structures. So yeah, you know what? Let's wait and see. Either way, she's just, like, Otoha sees her play, and they don't really show much after that. Like, we just cut off to Lilisa's scene with Tina, and then Lilisa's like, oh, can we play some musical instrument? And she's like, oh, I can play the piano. And she plays the piano, and Lilisa's like, yeah, it's okay. And Tina's like, I'm bad, am I not? Like, I cannot play properly. And she's like, oh no, like I'm useless, this and that. And then she tries to leave, and Lisa's like, oh no, stop. And then I don't know where the hell this freaking banana peel came from. Good lord. Like what the hell? Like, who the hell is eating banana here? Like, was Otoha eating banana over here? And she like threw it on the ground. She doesn't seem like the person who would eat a banana and throw the peel on the ground like that. She'll probably just throw it in a, I don't know, like a basket or something, yeah. I don't know where the hell that banana peel came from, but who knows? Just slipped on it, fell on top of her, and her whole dress just gets unbuttoned. And yeah, her binding that she used to bind her chest with comes out, and Lisa's like, what the hell? And she's like, yeah, I bind my chest because I have to, act in a more masculine way. And in the modeling and everything in the model, yeah, you have to like keep like a slim slender figure, so that's why. So yeah, and Lisa's like, right. And exactly at this moment in comes Otoha, and Lisa says, stop, it's not what you think. But yeah, she just ignores that completely, and she's like, oh, like, like, who is this? And they introduce each other. She introduces herself as not she, but Lisa introduces her and tells that, oh, she wants to join the band. Otoha's very happy. Otoha's like, oh yeah, we need a person in the keyboard. Right, and then Otoha introduces Shiro. And then she was like, oh, I don't care about you. I'm just here to play with Otoha. And obviously this pisses off Lilisha. Lisa's like, what the hell? You're picking a fight with me? Right. And this is where Otoha says that, oh, by the way, we will be participating. Okay, where's that part? Here we go. Ms. Tamaki Shiraya has agreed to be a part of a band as a support member to help us play in a concert against other bands 2 weeks from now. Right. So it's like a battle, you know. Yeah. Against other like bands. So it's a pretty big deal. Like, it's not just going and playing, it's like going and playing and winning, you know. And if they're able to do that, I think they'll probably get a lot of traction. People will know about them, and little by little this will help them move up the ranks and go to Fuji Rock, you know. Yeah, so that's why she's here as a support member. Now, like I said, I'm not really sure what she means by support member. Like, will she be there as a, will she be playing with us on stage as a, you know, like a support guitarist? Or is she just going to give us advice and tell us what to do and help us out with stuff, and she won't join us on stage? No, that's my question. I guess it'll be answered next episode. Let's wait and see. So that is it. That was my reaction to this episode. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And that is it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Rock is by Ladies Modesty. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.